The following program contains scenes and language of a frank and explicit nature. Discretion is advised.
Well, guess we'll just sit here all night.
I think it would be a good, artistic statement to just sit here for an hour in silence.
I would love to know how many people would stay to the end, and my guess is none.
Yeah, I would say not either.
I couldn't stay till the end. I would probably leave 5 minutes in, let you guys finish up.
Or I'd be one of those, be like, I stayed to the end, but I didn't sit there the whole time. I just let the computer stay on while I did awesome stuff.
So we get the view count. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know.
What is your shirt? What is your shirt? Box cutter.
I actually don't know. A friend from back home I went to school with, I think he has a band called Box Cutter Facelift.
Oh.
I just like the way it looks.
Because I need one.
You want a box cutter or a facelift or a shirt?
Or a facelift with a box cutter.
Yeah, no problem.
We could probably make that work if you really wanted it.
Yeah.
Heidi, how are you?
I'm all right.
Tell your face. You should probably let your face know that you're doing okay. Because this is you. This is you the whole time.
Because I couldn't see all that well.
Because of deep depression or because of what? What's going on?
I don't know. Maybe the planets aren't aligned properly or something. I fucking knows.
I think what's going on, because I feel the same way right now.
You do.
I'm over everything. Mm-hmm. Not that I'm not usually. I always am kind of over it, but it's a little thicker today.
Yeah.
And I think
today or in general lately?
Today
especially.
Mm-hmm.
Today especially. Yesterday and today. And I think because it's been raining here so much, which shouldn't be a big deal because, granted, some people got fucked up with the rain, but we didn't in this area. Where we live, it just rained. Mm-hmm. People freaked out anyway.
All of us live in a place where we're not in danger of mudslides or anything.
No, we're not in danger of mudslides, and but people still in our areas. Mm-hmm. Oh my God, the rain! And I'm like, it's rain. It's just raining.
Yeah, nothing new here.
Mm-hmm.
Growing up, lived in New York, rained. It rained. And so people would call me, "Hey, are you okay?" Yeah, it's just raining. Yeah. It's not, Now, again, not to diminish people who are living in the hills or whatever who got flooded out, but it's been raining for a long time, and unusually longer. I think when I first moved here, people it never rains here. Bullshit. There's a fucking 3-week period since I've been living here in the early 90s where it rains for a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of the winter. But it's been a little longer and a little heavier this time around. And I really think the reason why I've been in a bad mood is because I expected once the rain lifts and it's sunny out a little bit, I can kind of get back to my routine again.
Yep.
I'll feel better.
Yep.
And then the rain lifted and I realized, oh wait, life still sucks. Rain or shine. So, you know what I mean? I think that's why I'm in a bad mood for the last couple of days, is because I expected some magical thing to happen when the rain lifted.
Right.
And why I thought that, I'm a smart person. I should know that that's not the way it works.
It's not the miracle cure.
No.
It's
not.
done. The rain did for me what you were hoping the sun would do. The rain has made me so happy and full of joy.
It did for the first 2-3 days for me.
And I want another 3
After
weeks.
After 2-3 days, I'm like, you know what? Fuck this. I could have, I'll move to Seattle if this is what I want.
Oh, I'm loving it. Because we got gypped. We got gypped. Can you say gypped anymore?
I don't know. Is that a...
I think you can't, because it's gypsy, right?
Did you know that they... yeah, whatever. Go on. There's another word that they got rid of. That's so stupid.
Can you say chink? In the armor?
Totally.
Yes, but not if it's a Chinaman wearing armor. You can't say that.
But you
not
can't
allowed.
But what if he's in the armor?
No, because then it's a slur.
What if he's in the armor and there's a little nick in the armor?
Like a small Nicholas?
Look at the chink in the armor, but, I'm pointing to the little nick in the side of the suit.
That you can say. But there's an Asian guy. There's a Chinaman in the...
that
Chinaman?
incidentally there happens.
You can say
Chinaman?
Chinaman. What do you say? Can you say Chinaman?
An Asian man, maybe?
But
A
he's
Chinese
specifically
Chinaman.
he's specifically a person from China, which is a Chinaman.
Are we American men? Or white men?
Chinaman?
It's
White
the
men.
men. It's the men that makes it racist because you can say a Chinese man or a man from China, but as soon as you say
Men?
Chinaman, it's
It makes him sound Jewish too, like Silverman, Chinaman. Okay, what about Chinaman? Is that better? That sounds even more racist.
Chinaman.
Have you heard that joke about like if you say the superheroes with men, it makes them sound like Jewish, like Superman, Batman, Aquaman,
Chinaman.
Spider-Man is so good. The Jewish superhero. I don't know what the fuck we're even talking about.
So I was listening to the news, and
Wait. I'm sorry. I have to interrupt. We were talking about the rain and depression.
And went to China?
And racist China totally pulled us out of the depths of despair.
I'm fine with it, really. To be honest, I'm fine with it. And all is right. See, this is why racism is good. No one talks about the pros of it. You know what I'm saying?
I know, yeah. I agree with you.
Racism. Heidi, you're dying to say something.
I think it's all retarded.
There you go.
so stupid. Now you can't say the word at USC field. So if you're writing an email, if you're writing an email that says I want to continue with psychology as my field, or in the field of psychology, or whatever it is, because field has a connotation of slavery.
Stop. No, come on, man. No.
And I said it at work. I said, isn't that crazy? And everybody there was like, nothing.
Well, nothing.
What are you everybody's so fucking stupid. Anyhow.
That is
so
insane.
Stupid. Field. You can't say the word field anymore.
I'm going to say it all the time. This episode's called Field Day.
Look at the Chinaman in the field. It's just ridiculous. And I just really don't. I really don't see how this helps the matter.
It doesn't.
You know what I mean? I'm being totally serious.
We've been saying this for years. It doesn't do any good.
I think it actually is detrimental.
Of course.
You know, like
we're going to be out of words soon.
I've been the last few days. So I saw a video before the whole thing came out on the internet, and I saw a video of a guy in Venice, and it's I think you guys maybe have seen it or heard it. It's the cousin or niece or nephew, whatever he is, they, them, of the BLM guy, the founder of it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He clearly was shooting up cocaine, because those of us who have either done it or have seen it know what it looks like. He carjacked an Uber in Venice, caused a huge accident. Where it starts is he's sitting on the ground and the cop is on the bike in Venice, and he's very kind to him, and he's like, dude, you gotta just wait here, where help is on the way. And he's like, someone's trying to kill me. And he's like, no, dude, like, who's trying to kill you? They're trying to kill me. Now, when my ex would do that, he would think that either I was going to kill him or the FBI was out to get. So I understand,
you get the paranoia.
The coke paranoia.
And obviously, if you don't know what that looks like, he's in distress of some sort, which he is. Mm-hmm. And he's like, I just need some water. And the guy was like so kind and was like, dude, we're going to get you some. Just wait. Cut to more cops come, and he gets scared and agitated, and they pin him down and are trying to cuff him. He just carjacked an Uber. If you or me did the same thing, we would expect that as well. Mm-hmm. No, I'm sorry, it didn't have anything to do with fucking race. I'm sorry, it didn't. He had caused a huge accident, and they wanted to have him stay there because he was going crazy. Mm-hmm. So they said, dude, we have to tase you. Like, calm down. And then they tased him four times. They took him to the precinct or the hospital, and he died four hours afterwards.
Okay.
from cocaine, from a cocaine-induced heart attack, not from being tased. Now it's this huge thing at work. Everybody's saying it's going to be an uprising now again. George Floyd, same thing. And I'm like, have you seen the whole video? I saw enough. You haven't seen the whole fucking video. Watch it. They were kind to him and nice to him and like, dude, just sit down. Everything's going to be fucking okay. Like,
and when you say they were nice to him, you're talking about the officers in the field?
Todd, please,
you know
please show some respect. We don't talk like that in this house.
You know what's funny is that I think that the cop that was like the first one on the scene was an Asian cop. So I was going to say he was an
was
nice
he
Asian
in armor, perhaps?
Anyhow, I'm just
shaking the Teflon, perhaps.
I'm so
Teflon is that what it is? Yeah.
And then so it's on Instagram. There's like I forget what site it is. It's a BLM site or whatever, and a lot of the comments are from Black people saying, dude, watch the whole thing. He clearly was in distress. Obviously, maybe they shouldn't have been so forceful on him, but he just carjacked a fucking Uber driver.
So what's the problem? I'm missing the problem. What's the problem?
People are going crazy saying that it's another George Floyd. They fucking killed him in the field. This is awful. These cops are horrible.
Because just like everything else on social media, you're going to see the clip where they tase him and then the thing that says he dies 4 hours later.
It's so manipulative.
Right.
I'm so over it. It's
and it very well could have been a combo from the coke and the tasing, but like bottom line is if you break the
law,
law,
to him.
Right? But if you also are fighting cops, you're gonna get tased.
Yes.
And if you're gonna get tased, you might end up dying. So
if you're
maybe
gonna
just
carjack an Uber driver, sorry,
Basically, what we're saying is it's been really rainy in LA. That's what we're trying to say.
It's been raining, so a lot of weird things have been happening.
When it rains, people get killed.
Oh, and I think
that's kind of what we're talking about.
There's a meme with his picture on it. He's a teacher, and on Monday they put it out and they said he should have been in school teaching. Instead, he's dead. I'm like, no, he wouldn't, because it's MLK Day and schools are closed. So, fuck you. Like, I'm so irritated with people. Anyhow, I'm so lucky everything is working out for me.
Todd, literally last week, Heidi came in and it was their first show of the new year, and she was just like, I'm just feeling really good. What was your mantra?
I am so lucky everything is working out, and
so she started the show and like feeling positive, and now here she is bringing up. She always comes in with the most Debbie Downer stories.
I am so lucky everything works out for me. It's not Debbie Downer. It's just get your fucking act together. Have critical thinking. Together. Fucking do your research. Watch the whole video and stop manipulating the videos.
But it's
online.
just out of control.
Stupid.
It's never going to change. It's just going to get worse. The advent of the 24-hour news cycle and social media, I've said it a million times, like this is the byproduct of it. And this whole, without those things too, the pronoun game and the you can say this and you can't say that and this word and that word and cultural appropriation and all that kind of stuff, all that does is separate us more and more and more and more. And that's exactly what the powers that be want anyway.
Exactly.
Sure.
So it's like, all right, you're all fucking idiots.
Yep.
You know? And look, I'm all for, on a human level, being totally serious. I'm all for, like, let's just get it all out there. Let anybody say what they want to say. You know, you can't go through your life not being able to be offended, because that's what it is. Like, people can't handle being offended. Mm-hmm. And that is ridiculous. Like, the world is offensive.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
And all of these little nitpicky things, and you can say that, and you can't say this, and you have to call me this, and you have to call me that, and I'm offended if you don't refer to me this way, and da-da-da. It just separates us. And I wish that wasn't the case, but it's just going to get worse and worse and worse. Mm-hmm. It's just the technological price that we're paying.
Toughen the fuck up.
Yeah, toughen the fuck up. Exactly. You don't like what somebody says? Don't listen to them. Yeah. Walk away. Don't hang out with them.
You're in a comedy club. You're offended. Just leave. Don't come back and boycott because you didn't find something funny.
I don't understand how that all started. Where did it go wrong?
I don't know what happened.
I want to go back to the 80s or something.
Bill Maher says it all the time. It's because people raise their kids like assholes now, and kids run the household.
Yeah, hey, buddy. Yeah. That's what one of his biggest things is hey buddy, and every kid gets a trophy mentality. That's where it started. It's bullshit.
And kids putting themselves into adult conversations like this doesn't concern you.
Yeah. How
go
about
the fuck away.
Shut the fuck up. Who the fuck's talking to you?
Go to your room. Go outside.
You're a child.
Go play with fire like we did. Get the fuck out of here.
Exactly.
My kids, when they got like the second or third place trophy, you know what I would tell them? You know what I would do with that? I would throw that in the fucking trash because that says that you're great at losing. You just keep the first place.
Remember that old saying? Second place is the first winner. That's it.
Yes. Well, second place is you're the best at being a loser. Yeah. Out of all the losers, you lost the best.
Yep. Yes.
Good job, buddy. That's bullshit.
Yep. Kids used to commit suicide
because they had real problems.
Yeah, like their parents were molesting them or some shit. And now they're killing themselves because they're offended. Like you should be killing yourself if you get a second place trophy.
Exactly.
We can all agree on that.
Yeah.
Totally.
Second place, you can. Yeah. I think that's fair. This is a great segue into a Christmas present for Todd.
Okay, great.
This came from Diana. Diana sent us a bunch of gifts before.
Okay.
Cyclist femme.
Oh yeah.
This is
Sorry, I didn't recognize her by her.
Well, she's been calling for
first name
13 years, but I think you'll appreciate.
I should just
this.
open it here.
Yeah.
It's pretty great. It's pretty awesome.
It's pretty good.
Can we see it here?
We showed them on one of the other shows. We got a few of them, but
it is pretty awesome.
It's pretty
Thank
great.
you. I do appreciate that. I'm gonna wrap it back up.
Absolutely.
Because these balls look delicate.
I went to the pharmacy earlier today, and it reminded me a couple months ago, you sent me a picture of someone at a pharmacy checking out with.
Just hurt my shoulder.
Fucking deserve it.
All right, go ahead.
You sent me a picture of a guy checking out with a basket of groceries in the pharmacy. And you texted me and you were angry about it and you thought that I would agree.
No, I knew you wouldn't agree.
Oh.
I sent it to you because we've had that argument before. And you're like, you said, I'm like, dude, I fucking hate when people go to the pharmacy
with groceries.
Oh, and check it out at the pharmacy?
They did a full load of shopping, and now they come to the pharmacy to get their medication, and it's like, okay, here's your fucking nasal spray, prescription nasal spray for your pussy allergies, and now I gotta wait 15 more minutes because you have 15 fucking items that are overflowing out of the little carry basket.
Even if I have one, I say no, I'm good, and I go to the front.
Yeah, exactly. That's it, because the pharmacy's for the pharmacy, and it's not fair. But Dan and I one time argued about it. He's like, no, I do that. And I'm like, oh, of course you do, you fucking piece of shit.
And I love it, dude.
So I took a picture of someone in front of me the other day that had like a full bucket of shit. So I wasn't expecting you to agree with me. I was expecting you to be the true asshole that you are.
And I was. Yeah. And then I realized within a week, then I went back to the pharmacy and someone was in front of me with their shit. And I was like, oh, this motherfucker.
Yeah.
I kind of went back to your side a little bit.
Yeah.
Is there any amount? Can you bring two
one.
items?
I would say if you have one.
Well, I'll let two slide as long as they're small items. And now this is the thing. I know the ringing process is the same for a big item as a small item. Like
I know what you're saying though,
but like. Don't fucking try and throw it in my face that you're bringing some fucking toaster oven that you found on the top of the thing at Rite Aid that you're not even really supposed to sell. Like,
it's a heated blanket.
You want a fucking pack of gum and a Payday bar? Fine. You know what I mean?
Payday? What are you, fucking 100?
I love Payday.
That's
you know what I mean? But like, that's one thing. But like, no big.
Don't let
item.
me see them.
I don't want to see
your
the
body
items.
should be able to block your items.
Right. Exactly. You want some Listerine strips for your fucking bad breath? Fine.
Or if you get like a NyQuil with your medicine.
Yeah, if you're getting other medicine because, okay, this is for the AIDS I have and this is for the cold I got from having.
Everyone knows NyQuil is the number one AIDS treatment.
Yeah, exactly.
What about Band-Aids? Where does that fall?
Band-Aids is, you can get Band-Aids. I will allow Band-Aids.
So basically, I feel like no basket.
No basket.
If you can carry 100 items with no basket.
You should have no basket, but like, you can't walk up there with like fucking 2 football stances of like shit that you're.
I kind of think you can if you have no basket. If you can balance
No,
it,
it's not fair.
It's
and if
not
you
fair.
drop anything, back of the line.
Yeah, it's not fair.
It's not fair to the people waiting.
And this is the worst too, because the assholes that do that, it's not their first time there, you know. So they're
chatty, chatty,
well, da 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 da, and my doctor said this and that, and you know the other medication. What do you think? Well, you know it's raining outside. Like, dude, pay for your shit, and I know all the people who work at the place that I go to all the time, and they know me, and they'll look at me and they're like, they'll go to the next one and open up while they're still futzing around with their fucking card and all that, and just ring me up real fast. Because I also look at it like it's your responsibility to wrangle people out of here.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
tell them that's too many items. Go up front. We have a whole line.
Or when they start asking the directions of their medications, it's like it's on the fucking bag.
Yeah.
Don't ask
You
that
put it in
person.
your mouth and you fucking swallow
It's
it.
your
What
mouth.
the-
It's the
yeah,
mouth
like-
of your ass. It's
yeah,
one or the
yeah,
other.
like, what the
Figure
fuck
it out.
do you need to know? And this person's a pharmacist. They're not a doctor. You know what I mean?
This motherfucker.
So many of them. So many of them.
Everyone's at fault here. Everyone.
Yeah. That makes me so
oh,
happy.
I think that all the
I
time I
actually
get so
want
mad
that.
at people.
I want that to play when I walk into the Rite Aid.
It can.
I just walk in like,
So he's here. Todd's here.
area.
Everyone look alive. Clear the line. Open another register. Todd's here.
And as we walk in, because I know the place you go,
oh yeah,
it's usually the
she-
same fucking guy out
Yeah.
there going, "Can I get a box of crayons
Yeah.
and a gift card for $25 at Bed Bath and Beyond?"
Can I
Crayons.
get $12.75 for a bucket of Kentucky Fried Chicken? No, you can't. You're a fucking piece of shit. Get the fuck away from me.
It's always so specific.
Yeah.
Why is it so specific?
And he's nasty too. He's not even nice about
Not
it. Like,
nice at all. He's a
What is
jerk.
your problem, you insensitive asshole?
yeah, that guy.
fuck.
He doesn't say word one to me anymore. Thank God.
You were talking about this before we started. Is
Yeah.
it Heidi and Todd have a mutual homeless guy in their neighborhood?
He's not homeless. He's
No,
a
he
fucking
has a home.
shyster.
Oh.
He's got a
Well-
home.
He's
He's
the
got
guy
a
that had the shoes
computer.
and the
He's got a
computer.
phone.
He had
like,
shoes?
Yeah, remember he had the new pair
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Vans, right?
Yeah. He's a fucking piece
But you've
of shit.
you've
is what he
trained him
is.
to not ask you questions.
Yeah, yeah. I've yelled at him before, and now
Heidi, you got to spit in his face, dude.
I spent money on him. A huge bottle of Aleve was like $14, and then I brought it out to him, and he goes, "Not thank you. I need something to take it with."
oh yeah, yeah.
I would out of his hand. I'd go fucking return it.
Yeah.
And I was new with
There's a
with
new-
him, so I was like, "What would you like?"
Bourbon.
There's a new guy too now, and his thing is
They're multiplying like gremlins.
yeah. Well, if you get them wet
you
after
get 'em
night,
wet?
and you can't
Don't
feed
tickle
them
their
It's
after
been
pussy.
night,
raining a lot.
don't give him fried chicken after nighttime.
Don't finger his asshole. They'll get wet
and
and
I only
multiply.
said that because that's what he eats in the Gremlins, not because I'm being racist.
Okay. Was he in the field, Todd?
But
Was
there's
he
a
a
new
field
guy.
homeless?
His new thing is and he's aggressive and he's not nice and he uses his own racial slurs out loud, like
You heard that?
Yeah,
Aggressive
my-
and
yeah.
not nice. Okay.
yeah, my blah 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 blah, and I'm like, you
What
know,
word
and
is it?
Blah blah blah.
That word that we're
Which
not
one?
supposed to use. He starts screaming and cursing, and then he calms down when you walk by, and he goes, "I got a little system where you pay and I eat." And I looked at him and I just went,
Oh,
and he just walked away. Like, so now I see him.
got a little system.
Yeah. Like
I
you.
almost like that better than the other guy.
I got a little system too where I kick your fucking teeth into the back of your
And
throat.
that's the whole system.
It's a very good system.
I got a little system where you pay and I eat. That's fucking genius.
How are you
some
get?
characters on
How are
there.
people giving him money though? Like that, and I get mad too when
'Cause
I
it's a
see
good
people like,
one.
oh, you know, no, but he's not. He's not saying it to be funny.
At least it's not another fucking veteran. You know what I mean?
yeah. Well, he's fucking
No, but
nice.
they lie. They lie about being a
Oh,
veteran.
yeah.
It's like, dude, you're
Yeah.
fucking 17.
Yeah,
From
yeah.
what war?
yeah.
What are we talking about? Warzone on PS5? What are we talking about? It's ridiculous.
That's the only person I've given money to in the last a while. is the old black guy off of Laurel Canyon.
Okay.
He's old, like a 70.
You talked about him, right? Yeah.
With the vet hat, and I saw him again, and I just adore him.
But it could be a costume. He could be lying to you.
I don't care. I like his energy. He was really
See,
sweet.
but that's the thing. There's another. I haven't seen him in a while, and I fear that he passed away.
Is that the Italian guy?
No,
The
there's
cart?
another guy across the street in that little lot where everybody
Yeah,
parks.
yeah.
And he would sweep and do windows there and everything. And
Yeah.
he almost, there's this one dude, a guy from fucking Boston, which makes me hate Boston even more, got into it with him.
Oh, yeah, I
Yeah,
read
and
the
he was
story.
like, "I'll fucking kick your ass," and he to touch my car, and I'm like, bro, I heard what the guy said to him, and that wasn't what he said. And this was like a kid, and this guy's an old man,
He's like,
gray hair, like.
You gotta respect your elders.
Yeah,
no matter
and
who they
I
are.
got into it
Yeah.
with the guy, and then he would talk to me all the time. He's like, "Oh man, you saved there is Superman. You saved my life." He saved in front of my kids. It was heartwarming.
Oh, that's nice.
But I would take care of him. The very first time he said, "Hey, Lan, let me wash your windows, whatever," I was like, "You don't need to. I don't like that being done, but here you go."
Yeah.
And I talked to him all the time. He's sweet. He was nice. He was never like offensive to people.
I
you know?
haven't seen him in a long time.
I haven't seen him in a long time either. But he would tell me like, "Oh, I'm trying to sleep in the shelter." I'd give him $50 even. And he'd be like, "Oh man," da, da, da. But, like, so it's not that I'm not. It's the approach. It's the person. It's
Yeah.
the energy, and
Yep.
you can tell right
You're not,
away.
Todd is not heartless. By the
No,
way.
I'm actually
You're very,
way
very,
more
very generous guy.
than
Yeah.
people would think, and like.
But that's not funny.
I'll talk. Yeah, it's just not as funny. I'll talk shit on the show and everything, but yeah, but I'm also very aware of who's who.
Yep.
And you know what? If you're trying to like, fuck you, man.
You're a very good judge of character.
Yeah, I have the same.
I don't know why you're
thing,
here with
though.
me, but
I
You
can
do?
tell, like, well, yeah.
That's why I'm not here all that often.
oh fuck.
Wow.
What, Heidi?
I mean, I'm empathetic. Ow, but I.
I'm not,
Dumbass.
because you just hurting yourself.
You're so lucky, Heidi.
Ow.
So lucky.
But
Put in your
but
pants,
I can tell. But I can tell
Here,
how.
let me
how-
take your
how
hand into
people
the
are.
field.
My hand's so cold.
She said that.
Edit, snip, 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 snip. Actually, we're gonna keep it. Fuck Heidi.
I'm actually fogging up. It's getting hot in here.
Oh man.
Oh lordy, lordy, lord.
What
wow.
If we're throwing them all out there, may as well call Heidi that. I don't know.
I'm going
Fuck
to
cares?
New York this weekend, and I forgot I was going to New York this weekend.
Oh, I didn't forget. I knew you were going.
But I forgot. It said
It's Tuesday
it
today.
said-
When are you leaving?
On Friday. It said get ready for your upcoming trip, and I was like, I'm sorry, what? As I'm paying all my bills, I'm like,
Oh shit! Not to great segue, but did you see the Nepal plane crash?
Oh my god, that was fucking harsh.
You didn't see the fucking video?
no.
Oh, yes, check this out. This is crazy. Who the fuck did I send it to?
I'm always nervous to New York too. I feel like I was just thinking that I feel like things happen. Like it's always like United Flight 110 from Newark to LAX.
Yeah, but that was New Jersey.
Well, that's what I'm
Wasn't
flying
New York.
into too.
So there was a plane crash.
Newark
in-
is in New Jersey, just for the record. You're not New
true,
York.
true.
No, I forgot.
It's New Jersey that has all the
flying
bad luck.
It's the same fucking thing.
I'm
it's like
flying to
Massachusetts
Newark.
and New Hampshire. It's the same fucking state.
Right? Yeah.
There was a plane in Nepal that
I
crashed.
vaguely saw some like. Nepal.
You didn't see the video from inside the plane?
No. What?
This guy was. It's about to land, and there's a guy taking a video of like the landing.
Did
and
he live?
Everyone died.
No, everybody.
But
on
he
the
was
plane died.
Facebook. He was streaming on Facebook Live.
Oh,
Watch this.
I'm gonna freak out.
You're not. It's not. Well, you might.
Wait.
It's not terrible.
Is there
It's
sound?
terrible what happened,
Yeah.
but
Is there sound?
Yeah. Hold that. Keep watching till the end. Keep watching. That's them. That's them on the ground.
it goes on for a while longer after that.
Yeah.
The full video.
Isn't that fucking crazy? Yeah. Have a good flight, though. I mean,
What are the
Can you imagine?
What are the chances? You're not going to Nepal, right?
But that's yeah. I'm going to Newark. Same,
Same thing.
Same thing.
Same thing.
That's like the guy. Remember, I was obsessed with the plane that disappeared from Malaysia.
Yeah,
Remember
yeah.
that? Still hasn't been found. Interesting. Strange. I think
Probably the vaccine,
I
right?
think probably Biden something.
There you
But
go. Biden something.
and then like what? Like was it like a few months after that, or it was either a few months or a year after that? And there was a plane from like Malaysia that went somewhere, and it crashed, and everybody died in the ocean or whatever. And there was a guy that took a picture or like a little short like snippet, like a video, like a TikTok thing or whatever. And he goes, "Hey, I'm headed from Malaysia to here. I hope I don't disappear." And he fucking died.
On the plane?
Yeah, he took
he
a
was-
big
he was-
picture and he
oh,
posted
fucking A.
it. And then the plane, poo.
I always
Weird
thought
shit.
Malaysia was like Asians with malaria.
So did I. I thought it was a disease.
Dumbest thing you've ever said.
When you were a kid, though?
No,
Yeah, me
I'm
neither.
only kidding.
Me neither. Me too.
Heidi's kidding too.
too, yeah.
Heidi's definitely kidding. Ha ha, we're all joking. Ha 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 ha.
Oh my god.
Oh, Heidi. What a time to be alive.
Remember in Zookeeper? What was that?
Zoolander?
Zoolander.
Heidi, do you want to start over? Do you want to come in and start the show over again? You're having a tough one.
Zookeeper. Was there a Zookeeper movie?
I mean, maybe.
There used to be a Zookeeper video game.
Was there really?
Yes, there was.
Yeah,
I
there
remember
was.
Look
that.
it up.
Yep, I remember that.
Zookeeper.
Yeah.
Anyway, Heidi, go ahead.
But wasn't it? Will Ferrell was the president of Malaysia?
Micronesia.
Oh,
Yeah.
Micronesia.
Was it Malaysia?
Yep.
You sure?
I'm positive.
How positive are you?
I'm pretty sure. Well, look it up.
I don't think it was Micronesia.
Oh, it's like Atari.
Yeah.
It's Atari shit.
No,
That's
but,
Atari,
but
isn't
it was like a arcade game too, and then Atari made their version. But yeah, that's it. Like you,
Oh, it's basically the Donkey Kong.
yeah, you just gotta like build bricks and keep the animals in.
Games used to be so dumb.
I know.
I mean, but also great.
So great.
But when you compare to what games do now, like there's a new Matrix game coming out. What?
Prime Minister of Malaysia.
Malaysia.
Yeah, it is Malaysia.
Apologies.
Micronesia is where that guy came
It's
from.
where you have really small knees.
The Chinaman.
It's for Asians with really small knees.
You dumb fucking idiots. Micronesia. It's a thing that riddles the Asians.
It's a small form of
It's
amnesia.
like normal thigh, like a marble-sized knee, and then normal
They just like walk around like,
very carefully because they could topple over at any moment. It's a very dangerous situation to be in.
fucking
Micronesia.
poor guy has Micronesia.
So we got the amniocentesis back for the baby. Everything good, healthy? No, it's bad. The kid has Micronesia.
Micronesia.
We're gonna have to get some kind of stilts and some kind of.
At least he doesn't have Malaysia. That's where
It would be okay if it was breech because those knees will shoot right out.
Micronesia, tiny little knees. So that's so dumb, it's brilliant.
See, I knew the stupidity would come a full circle sooner or later.
The key was to get dumber.
Yeah,
and you
yeah.
got dumber and it made
Yeah.
it funny.
I know what I'm doing.
Imagine having a marble-sized knee. So you can't skateboard, you can't ride a bike. You can barely even drive a car. Fucking A.
Wait, there's a video.
So it's been raining in LA. It's just
Maybe that's what's going on here. It's just the rain.
what are you doing, Heidi?
I sent my sister this video.
Oh, for fuck's
Whoa.
sake.
I watched it so many times.
What is that?
What happened in here? It's a woman just falling off the stairs?
It says when you realize those aren't the same knees that you used to drop it low to.
Oh, man. Social media was made for Heidi. She loves it.
I think I just really miss my family because I came back and
I actually.
no, because I just said my sister sent this to me.
That reminds you of your family? No
My
wonder I was
sister
getting
sent
hurt.
it to me. I just miss my I
morons that can't walk.
Yeah, I just miss them.
Runs in the family. Holy shit.
I'm lonely here.
Oh shit! Why are you getting so? That's so sad.
I'm just lonely.
You're with a familia right now.
Yeah, it's once a week. I mean, I'm alone.
You want to do 2 shows a week? 2 shows a week.
But I'm also
She's not alone.
recluse.
She's lonely. There's a difference.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
That makes sense. That makes sense. What are you gonna do about it? What can you do?
But I'm also like a.
What are you missing?
I'm kind of a recluse too. Like,
Well,
if I
that
could-
doesn't. That
I mean,
makes
if I
it
could,
harder.
I would stay.
You
in
got to
my
get
place
out there
all
and
day
start
long.
sucking some dicks. That's the surefire way to not be lonely.
There's a. You might want to try
Dan.
something new. I want to run something by you guys. There's a new thing going on. Well, at least with one person, which you might want to try. On Slate.com, I read an article, and it starts with. This is not me. This is the article. I'm a woman in my 50s.
This is the article.
Don't worry about it. I'm a woman in my 50s. Until 3 years ago, I lived my life with a general aversion to illicit drugs and alcohol and a sex life that wasn't exciting, let alone enjoyable. Then she got divorced. Her husband left her. And she started doing a bunch of drugs and drinking and having a very active, like, fun sex life. It, like, opened her up. You know,
Literally.
you know what I'm saying? And it got her, like, she dropped her, what's it? She
Her
lost,
pants?
Yeah, what's
Her
it?
When
When you-
inhibitions.
Inhibitions. Then it goes back to a few months ago. I started a more stable relationship with a man named Boris, who was understanding of my past and supportive. Respecting that Boris seemed disinclined toward my safe drug and alcohol use, I stopped that behavior. However, secretly, I continued to long for my past alcohol and drug use because of the sexual liberation it gave me. And Boris, and secretly, I have started indulging one of my fantasies. I keep Boris ejaculate in my mouth, discreetly spit it into a kitchen glass, then, usually the next morning, I use the dehydrator and spice grinder to dry and grind his semen into a fine powder. I later ingest the semen dust using a straw to snort it. I realize this is strange, but I was previously curious about semen and seem to have happily found my own sexual placebo, and it has made me far more sexually expressive and confident in myself when I do it right before sex. Is there anything wrong with this practice? Yes. Should I tell Boris? No. Perhaps more important, are there healthier alternatives to drugs and alcohol or placebos to enhance sexual confidence? You need to snort more jizz, Heidi.
My mouth, I can't.
I
close.
feel
Are
like
you-
Is that why your teeth are numb?
What's going on, Heidi? What do you got? What do you got?
What?
So her Boris jizzes in her mouth.
puts
She
it in
spits
a
in a glass,
cup.
dehydrates it, grinds it up, and snorts it like Coke.
She's a fucking crazy person.
I don't think she needs to look for alternatives at this point. Like,
Go fucking do
she
some
reached the
cocaine.
pinnacle. Just keep doing that. If that's what's
If it
getting you off,
works,
yeah.
I wonder if there's any danger to it, and I wonder what it does to her. Is
She
it
needs
just
to
like
go
a
on strange addiction or something?
that would be a really good episode.
Yeah.
Is that still a show?
I think it was.
She is ripe for that one.
Yeah.
If a casting agent is listening, get her on that show.
I wonder if she, because I used to do this when I was snorting heroin before I
You
started
ever snort
shooting
jizz?
it. No, but what I used to do is when I would be desperate,
Yeah.
I would blow out my nose and recook it up and redo it.
Because there might be some coke in your nose, or there was.
Heroin, yeah. But
Did it
yeah.
Oh, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Ew.
Yeah. So I wonder if
Wait,
if she's blowing cum loads out of her nose and re-snorting them.
So you'd blow your nose, and then you'd cook it in a spoon, and then shoot it, or snort it, or
What's
what
with-
would
I
you
would
do?
just
Coke,
re-snort
too.
it, just to yeah.
Re-snort your snot. Oh, that is fucking vile.
But with cocaine, too.
I'm impressed.
I mean, it works with Coke, too. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's just snorting up a loogie. Oh man, would
I
you ever
used to snort.
in your darkest days, either one of you, would you ever snort somebody else's? Would you have?
Snort some.
I don't
If someone
know.
had a cokey snot nose,
No.
would you snort someone else's boogers?
No, I would like rob someone and get the money before I'd have to do that.
That's
you
better.
know what I mean?
That's better.
Yeah, there's other ways.
It's more noble.
But it's my own thing, yeah.
We snorted once. We did I guess this is not like a normal thing though, but Vicodin, and we pounded it all because we ran out of cocaine, and we snorted that.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
I used to do
that's-
all
yeah,
kinds of
fuck yeah.
pills
Is
and
that
snort them. Yeah.
Todd has said before, and we can cut it out if you don't want to, but you've said it on the radio before, at the height of your pill use, 75 Vicodin a day.
Yeah.
75.
About mixed in with other pills. And I used to take 100
A
milligrams,
day.
10 Valiums at a pop, and go to work.
How do you afford it?
Deal drugs.
Really?
Like, yeah, that's how I was affording a lot of
You
it.
weren't sleepy?
It depends what I was doing.
I mean, taking all that Valium and shit has to make you.
Wow. Well, I guess if you did a bunch of coke before.
Yeah, I mean,
Wow.
mixing stuff. And once you get tolerant to things, you'd be amazed how much you can do.
Jesus fucking Christ.
A lot of times, too, and other people could probably attest to this, when you're hooked on something, a lot of times it has the opposite effect of what people would think. Like, I couldn't get out of the bed and get out in the world and doing stuff without shooting dope, because I would get away. Like, I would not be sick now, and I'm like, okay, da 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 da. Now, sure, you can go past that point,
Yeah.
but once you're living that way and you're trying to ride the line, so it's like crack dope all day, so I could stay awake and live my life still. You know what I mean?
It's so insane.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Wow. What's your most depraved drug moment, Heidi?
Snorting cum.
Not yet. Not yet.
I don't think I ever really was. I mean, didn't have one of those. I don't think I did. I mean, I don't know. I don't think I had anything like that. Like,
Okay, good. Yeah,
Yeah.
under
Yeah, I
control a
wasn't-
bit
yeah, I
more
wasn't-
than
I mean, I-
this fucking lunatic.
yeah, I wasn't. I mean, it still was an issue, but I don't know. It was more like we're on tour, we're doing fucking blow before we
Right.
go on stage sort of thing.
Wow.
I never did it at home.
I don't think I could play music fucked up. I don't think I could.
Yeah.
Although no, that's not true. I did mushrooms some months ago, and I did a cover of a Bruce Springsteen song. Remember that? It's a pretty wild. I had a little wild ride. It sounds
Which
nothing
one?
like. I'm on fire. It's very slow and very weird. Yeah,
It's about 2 hours.
it's kind of
long.
I
cool.
think he was on mushrooms when he recorded
Maybe,
that.
maybe. Did you watch
It's not like
the?
you did Born to Run all the parts.
No. It was a weird version. Did you see the Stern interview with Bruce or listen to
Yeah,
it?
the one that they just ran on like HBO. Or
But on
whatever.
HBO.
Yeah, I
It's
saw
pretty
it.
great.
Yeah, he's great. I mean,
You don't have to be a Bruce fan either
I was
to enjoy
never
it.
a Bruce Springsteen fan, but I always
Same.
appreciated this guy is an American storyteller, musician,
Icon,
artist. Like,
yeah.
When I was a kid and he was at the height of his 80s solo stuff, I
Mm-hmm.
couldn't stand it because I was against everything that
You were
the
like
people
punk rock
who were-
metal
Yeah,
guy.
but I secretly would like glory days.
Yeah.
I don't want to glory. Oh wait, there's my friend.
Even if we're just dancing in
Yeah,
the
yeah,
dark.
yeah,
What about you? You didn't get the Springsteen thing?
Nope.
I would. Do you have HBO?
Yeah.
I would highly recommend you watch. It's like a 2-hour.
And he's like 115 years old.
He's
Oh,
late
yeah.
70s.
Yeah.
But
No.
he looks fucking amazing.
I think isn't
Yeah.
he 80?
No, I don't think so.
No.
I think he's
He-
76.
He bought.
How old is Bruce Springsteen?
No, he's like 72, I bet.
Yeah.
73. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
He bought a friend of a friend. He bought him a whole set of new teeth because something happened and he couldn't afford to get some new teeth. And he was so nice. He didn't even know the guy, but he was a friend of a friend, and he's like, yeah.
If you have
Bought
money,
him teeth.
do stuff like that. That's great.
Also, did I ever tell you my Alfonso Ribeiro story? That's not
Who
Bruce
is that?
Springsteen from
He's
the
Carlton.
Fresh
Oh, he's Carlton. That's
Yeah.
what I thought. Okay. All right.
So a friend of mine was in. Her son has something that's not wrong with him, but he has a
She
disease.
snorts cum.
That's why he does the dance. That's a cum snort dance.
The cum
like that one?
snort dance.
The cum snort dance.
And he was sitting in the doctor's office waiting room with her and her son, and
Get evaluated for snorting cum.
he was. Well, my ADD is so bad. I need medicine too for my ADD. Anybody
Well,
out there?
you have it. You're on.
Yeah, but
you
I
get
don't
it.
like the stuff that I have, and now they're I have to get anyhow.
I got some medicine for you, but you got to dehydrate.
Can't take it till the morning.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Those,
my
those
God.
cum snort flashbacks must be the best.
God.
coming down off of it though.
Get it! Very good. Very
Clap for
good.
myself.
Very good.
Anyhow, long story short, they're in this doctor's office. Short story long. She goes up to the receptionist or the nurse or whatever, and the nurse is like, "So you have to pay for it now. It's $850." And it was a like a doctor. What is that? Like a not a doctor, but like a
Veterinarian.
like an OB, not an OB, a BO or something.
DO.
It's called
Doctor of osteopathy.
Yes.
A what?
A DO
So they're more
doctor
like
what?
of osteopathy.
A doctor of metal. Dio.
Can you say it again, please?
Well, I'm saying it kind of fast because I'm not totally confident I'm
Say
saying
it
the right
slow,
word.
because I'm not doctor.
Doctor of osteopathy.
Osteopathy.
Whatever they are, they're more holistically trained. It's like
Yes.
they do a little bit, like they know how to talk about other shit besides Western.
So they're not
Yes.
real doctors.
No, they are, but it's just what
no,
they,
they're better than real doctors.
Yeah.
Sounds like full
In
of
my
shit to me.
I mean, unless
Speaking
you want.
of Dio docs, did you see the Dio doc?
No, I won't.
No.
I'm not interested. Go ahead.
It's amazing. Go ahead.
I love Dio.
We'll talk about it.
Anywho, she said she gave her a credit card, and the credit card was declined because she didn't know that she was gonna have to pay $850 right then.
A big ticket visit.
So Carlton came up behind her.
Heidi's name drop. She isn't afraid to drop those names. Kinda lame.
Oh my god.
It is osteopathy.
Thank God.
I think.
And he said, "I got this," and she was like, "No." He's like, "No, I got this."
The last thing you said was he came up behind her, and then we took the break.
I got this.
And then the next thing you said was, "I got this."
And then he fucked the shit out of her in the office.
And then he said,
Good luck with
And
your
then he-
bills,
and he
whore.
threw $850 on the
In her
floor.
face of all loose ones.
and then he said, "Shh, shh, shh, shh."
Ew. Oh my God. You made it dark.
A guy used to come up behind me at a job I worked at, and it was
When you were a prostitute?
hilarious. No, at this restaurant, and we laugh about it still. Like if I see him,
He says, shh.
and he would come up and go, shh, shh, shh. That was the funniest
Pretty
thing.
good.
That's so creepy and
I'll
awful.
just start using that.
Anyhow, he paid for it, and then he proceeded to say some stuff about Will Smith. Anyhow,
Well, I mean, you can't leave us on that.
don't
What did he
think I can
say,
say it.
allegedly?
Oh, you
I
can't.
might get.
What did he say, allegedly?
He said, "Keep my wife's
Yeah.
cum out your
Oh,
nose."
motherfucking mouth.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to do that too.
What did he say, Heidi?
I don't know, just that because she had said, "Oh, do you still keep in touch with Will Smith?" And he was
What a
like,
dumb question to ask him.
he was just like,
That's
"Ah."
amazing.
Like,
Yeah, I just gave you $850, honey.
Don't ask me the most obvious question.
well, no,
of-
I guess they sat down and were talking, and she's like, "I appreciate you, thank you, and I loved you on Fresh Prince or whatever."
Oy.
Do you
I
still
would have taken the money back. We're not talking about the Fresh Prince. Thank you very much. Good luck with everything.
Never mind.
Did you see on the Golden Globes, which I don't even
No.
I don't even like to watch any of those shows anymore, and I lived for the Golden Globes. I loved those, my favorite.
Why don't you like them anymore?
Like years ago, just the whole woke shit, the whole
Too many black presenters?
No, it's just so. Oh, it's just
It's so. I'll tell you the right
obvious.
word.
And
That was what I was just gonna say.
Yes.
Oh.
It's so obvious that it's like,
it's cringe.
if I was someone who was offended by the racism in that organization or whatever, it was so obvious that I would just be like, you know what, we're just good. We're not doing this anymore.
Yes.
Because it was so obviously trying to. It was pandering.
Yes.
Right. Oh, that's
Yes.
true. That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Oscars team. Yeah. everything.
And the pendulum sort of like swung, but then it sort of just kept like.
How would you
swung
feel
up.
if you were a winner? Like
You
you
don't
spend
really
your whole life like for this craft or whatever, and then you're just kind of half the competition's eliminated because of wokeness and stuff like that. I would
Yeah.
just not be down with it at
I
all.
wonder, like, with like affirmative action, I understand why it's a good thing. Like, get more like minorities into jobs.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're one of those minorities, aren't you like, am I the best qualified, or is it just because I'm?
Yeah, I'm
brown?
sure that was a real consideration for a lot of people, but like that's different than
Well, of course.
Than what they're doing
culturally,
right now.
cultural acceptance of the norm that's being relegated by people on social media and kids basically who have not fucking lived enough life to really understand what's going on here.
Making the
you
rules,
know what I mean?
Making the rules for all of us.
Yeah, like I mean, I see what you're saying. Like, if I'm that guy, like, wait, am I not getting this for the merit or whatever?
Am I the best or no?
But then again, like, you got to start somewhere. So, like, let's get in these positions. I understand
Absolutely, yes,
in the workplace.
absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yes, and I do too. I'm not.
And
saying
it
that-
just,
yeah.
Of course.
that kind of stuff is also like after the fact. I think like you have to start. The action should be in childhood, not when you're an adult and now we're going to do this because so that everything's even. Like, make it even from the time that they're children.
Right.
That's where we kind of lack, I think.
Sure.
It started for me when the Golden Globes. It was a few years ago when the I was about to say when the Me Now movement was. That's not what it's called.
Me Now. That's Heidi's movement to make it all about her.
That's Todd's wife's name, actually, is Me Now.
Me Now.
Me Now. What was it? Me Too. Jesus Christ.
And her sister, Me So Horny.
It's actually me as well. Me so horny. Me Now. Sluts.
And when Natalie Portman was standing there, and before the Best Director award was given out, and before it was, and she gets up there and she was like, well, basically, nice, there's no women in this category, because there wasn't any women that directed a...
They're not talented enough. That's what I'm saying. I agree. They're not talented enough.
No.
Oh,
but
sorry.
At that time, there wasn't a movie that was not nominated or that was out even. I even looked and I was like, there's like two.
There's
that
only
were
one
like,
Catherine Bigelow. That's it. There's one.
But she made it so uncomfortable. And then Guillermo del Toro, who I fucking love, won the award. And it was almost like he felt bad.
It steals thunder,
Yeah.
of course.
He spent
It's
this
a weird...
life's work making
Look,
It's a selfish thing
award
to do.
shows anyway, they're all fucking fixed,
Stupid.
and they're all who the
Yes.
nominations are and all that bullshit. It's all marketing scheme.
Yep.
There's product.
Yep.
Yeah,
The films are the prize about money and business, and like to keep certain people happy. It's part of the business,
Yep.
and like, okay, we got to make this change, and I even understand that part of it, but like, stop jerking each other off about like, oh, there's no way, or there's no this, or there's no that, or you know, it's just become disgusting.
Yeah.
You know, like, just do your fucking work and shut the fuck up and be glad that you have some work
It's just
to do.
movies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and now...
You know what I mean?
Just
Like-
movies.
Now having a boyfriend that is Middle Eastern, he's from Iran, and the fact that he
What?
that he goes out for these parts, and there's actually there's discussion at SAG about it too. He goes out for these parts along with the other Middle Eastern guys, and doesn't get it anymore because it has. And his agent actually even said, "Sorry, but they have to have a percentage of African Americans in the movie." Okay, that's great, but what about the other people who are actually good? Like,
Yeah.
it
Also, like,
it
this
should
movie
be
takes
about the
place in Saudi
talent.
Arabia. Why does it have to be?
But it's just really becoming this very blatant, and
You're-
everyone sees it.
Yeah.
And no,
You're
no one
checking
wants to talk-
boxes rather than
Yes.
picking the right person
Right,
for
and
the
I'm
part.
all for
Wasn't it-
I'm all for everything. I'm all for.
Wasn't it Will Smith who had to back out of a role because he wasn't black enough to play the actor he was
It
supposed
was
to be?
it just happened. It was
Oh, I hate this conversation. Like,
I know.
it's
Yeah, sorry.
no, I mean,
No, I know.
I'm
No.
saying
That we
yeah, it
have to
was-
have it.
that we have to have it is so ridiculous. Like,
A black
So
man not
stupid.
black
It's-
enough to play the role of
acting
It's acting.
is
You're
portraying someone,
Yes.
revealing someone else's life.
Woody
It doesn't-
Harrelson as Larry Flint, a guy in a wheelchair. It was fucking.
It's so stupid. Anyhow,
It's very
I'm sorry.
stupid.
They should boycott like Casino.
Sure.
Yeah,
There's some non-Italians in there.
Robert De Niro is playing a Jewish guy, Lefty Rosenthal.
Oh, that's
Oh, right.
right. That's right.
Like, this is what I'm talking about. Like,
Yep.
it's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
And the one person I lost respect to, I used to love, is John
Leguizamo?
Leguizamo.
Yes.
'Cause
Oh, he said some bullshit.
He said some bullshit. This guy shouldn't play that because and cultural appropriation, this and that. It's like, dude, you were fucking Luigi
in the Mario movie,
In the
who's
Mario
Italian
movie.
as it gets.
I've
You've
said-
benefited from this
Right.
bullshit.
Yeah, like, you're an actor. Get the best actor for the fucking job. So
And you got the job because you're fucking great.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, and just The other thing with actors too, it's like maybe there's like seldom the one or two that is worthy to listen to because they do have a brain, but most of them, like just on social issues and culture, just shut the fuck up. Who the fuck are you?
You don't
know?
live in the real world.
What are
anyway.
you doing? Like, I get certain people, like you can go after the Sean Penns or whatever, but like.
He's doing shit.
He's in the fucking river with people flooded and like taking supplies. Like at least I have some respect for that.
Of course.
But these like, let me throw out a tweet because I'm a Spanish guy and some white guy, they drew a mustache on him and
who's the
like,
chick that you were?
Shut the fuck up.
The chick you were shitting on a couple weeks ago on Twitter. Who does it all the time? Chrissy Teigen. Is that the one?
Oh
right?
God, that bullied a girl so bad and told her to go kill herself 7 years ago, and now it's okay. And like she's like all for like, but she's all for like human rights and we have to be kind, you guys. On
of course,
you just
the ones who are the biggest mouthpieces for that shit, they're the fucking most rotten. Is like the law of averages.
Of course,
you know.
The one who smelt it dealt it or whatever, however that works.
Yeah, it's that same exact philosophy. It really does fit.
Hashtag
you know what I mean?
The one who smelt it dealt it. I mean, you've been
look at the Catholic Church.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Of course. Don't do this. Don't do this. Oh, we're in trouble for doing this. And doing
You've been in this business for a long time, and like you have friends who work deeply in Hollywood. So do you. For Oscars, have you ever heard of like a trade or a deal being made? Like if you give us Best Picture, we will give you the next, whatever is there.
Well, there's campaigning that goes on for sure,
like politics.
Like, yeah,
like just like
and I mean, there's definitely like, I will let you have A-list guy, but you got to put these 3 B-list guys in this vehicle, or you're not getting A-list guy. Like their strategies played out like that all the time.
You never heard of anyone like having a conversation as a group to like, we're going to give this guy Best Picture, but next year he's going to help us with this. And that kind of shit ever happen?
I mean, not that I can confirm like, oh, this one time, Dances with Wolves never would have won if they didn't make that deal with Kevin. No, I never heard anything that concrete, but I'm sure that kind of shit goes on. I'm sure. It's all a fairy tale. It's all bullshit. Yeah. They're businesses.
Yep.
That's what it all comes down to.
Like I just
like the Miss Universe. Have you seen that?
I mean, I know what it is. What happened?
There was.
It's a thing where these girls, they get into bikinis and they talk about how they want to save the world.
That sounds pretty good.
You've seen it, right?
Have you seen the clip where they're all announcing themselves?
No.
I wish we could play it. And they're like, Belgium, and the one that says France. You haven't seen that?
No.
Please look it up.
No, let's please. I will.
It's amazing. But
say France again.
France.
What should I look up on YouTube?
Miss Universe. Announcing
just spell
themselves.
France. France.
Miss Universe France. Oh, here it is, right here.
It's so good.
Okay.
Just there.
All right, let's check it out. Any day, bitch. Okay.
Albania, Angola, Argentina, Armenia, Aruba, Australia, Bahamas, Barbados, Beijing, Belize, Bolivia, Brazil, the British Virgin Islands, Bulgaria, California, Canada, Cayman Islands, Chile, China, Colombia, Costa Rica, Croatia.
Oh, dude, we're only at the C's. Forward to the F's.
Oh, we're getting close.
Denmark, República Dominicana, Ecuador,
I didn't realize it was alphabetical.
Wait, here.
El Salvador, Finland,
That is really good.
Wait, can we see it again?
That is fucking great.
France! And look,
I wonder.
in the video, they just, everybody you see say it, and then France, and then there's just an Asian guy going,
Huh? Wow, I wonder if she immediately she was like, I fucked that up. I had one word to say, and I said like a complete asshole. It's like who was it, Howard Dean did the
Oh my god.
we're going to Detroit.
What else? Because it started off, we're gonna go to Detroit, and then we're gonna go here, and then we're gonna go here, and then we're gonna go. Oh, it lost him the nomination. Like,
Let's watch that one.
Yeah, that's
is it Howard Dean? Is that his name?
Yeah, and it's all the Dave Chappelle does an amazing one.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, there it is.
The scream that doomed Howard Dean.
You know something? You know something? If you had told us 1 year ago that we were going to come in third in Iowa, we would have given anything for that. And you know something? You know something? Not only are we going to New Hampshire, Tom Harkin, we're going to South Carolina and Oklahoma and Arizona and North Dakota and New Mexico. And we're going to California and Texas and New York. And we're going to South Dakota and Oregon and Washington and Michigan. And then we're going to Washington, D.C. to take back the White House.
Right in one moment. One moment. We don't have to watch it. Don't watch it now, but later watch the Dave Chappelle where he's getting interviewed and he just keeps doing it. Like, it's so fucking funny.
Him and France should get together.
Yeah! I just almost passed out.
Oh my god.
Oh, god damn it, Howard Dean.
But then you have to see the United States when she came walking out. Please
All the way
do
to the
it.
U's.
By the way, Howard Dean was like maybe gonna be the guy, and it really derailed. It became a laughing stock.
Yeah.
That
What?
moment?
Yeah.
That moment
He was like people
killed
liked
it for
him.
him,
It was,
yeah.
he was running for the 2004
Especially because
presidential
if you
election.
really break it down, like he's got this whole little train and he's going, we're gonna go here, we're gonna go here. And then his voice starts to dry, and it's like, this guy's a fucking maniac. Like, we don't want this guy running.
And America as a whole was
Finger
like,
on the button.
nope,
Yeah.
nope. What am I looking up, Heidi?
Miss Universe United States outfit.
Okay. Okay. Oh, this is recent.
Just wait.
Oh,
I didn't know.
Jesus.
Just watch
I
her-
saw
watch
this
her-
recently.
Please watch her walk out with it on.
Oh, no.
It's this intricate, like.
What a dumb
You
idiot.
can barely. There's a video.
What's on her head? The moon?
Yes.
Why?
But there's a video of her walking out, and she can barely stand up. Like it's like she
Yeah,
almost,
this
like, falls
is it.
backwards.
If she looks to the ceiling, she's gonna fall on her back. What a dumb. What's the word? Antiquated.
And
This
that's
is like-
so American. That is the
Yeah, like
antithesis
tacky,
of
like-
what's wrong with us
Over the
right
top
there.
bullshit.
Yeah.
I'm patriotic, and this makes me not want to be patriotic ever again. Oh my god.
Yeah, I
it's so
love America.
good.
I just hate the people in it.
Yeah, if we could just be like, if there could be like,
It's a beautiful country.
yeah, absolutely. If we could just have like 4 dozen people in the whole country, that'd be pretty.
Handpicked. I
Or-
have to pick them.
It's called the
Even
pandemic.
10 per state.
Yeah.
It's called
10 per state.
It's called COVID.
Oh, Heidi, Debbie Downer again.
Get your
Hey, you know
fifth
what?
booster
Feline
shot, and there will be.
AIDS.
While
What?
we're on internet videos,
Yeah.
I want to bring something up with you because you and I, and this is
Okay.
a serious
Okay,
thing.
okay.
You and I send a lot of videos back
Yeah,
and forth
yeah.
to each other. And there was once upon a time where we were sending unsavory videos of people with disabilities like that. People
yeah.
were posting to be funny.
Yeah.
And basically, I'll tell you, well, they were like Down syndrome or retarded people. And
Yeah.
I'm going to say that term, and I'm not making a joke here. Like, there's no negative stigma to that word. I'm just saying that's the
it's-
condition
yeah,
that
sure,
they,
sure.
yeah. So I'm not trying to poke fun or anything. But we started sending them just because, like, and we sent a million other things too, but that became a thing. Like, people, but it became a thing, not between us, right?
You're totally right.
It became a thing where we were seeing a lot of those kind of posts.
Yes.
And have you noticed, like, I kind of stopped sending
Yeah, I
in
guess
the last couple,
not until you said it, but
because
yeah.
like I was like,
It's not our thing anymore.
Well, not only is it not our thing anymore, but like, I don't like that other people found something so horribly wrong funny as we did.
And now there's Instagram pages dedicated
To it, and I don't like it. I'm reassessing our ways here with that one particular subject only.
I don't know if we should though.
But I feel like it's done. It's dead now.
Do you know drag syndrome, Heidi? Do you follow drag? Is it called drag syndrome?
I don't follow it, so I don't know. But I just
It's a
they would come up in my
Instagram
feed.
page of it's like 4 Down syndrome people that are drag queens, and they put out these videos that are like,
Yeah, I've
Oh,
seen
that's
the videos.
amazing.
Yeah.
it is amazing.
Oh my god, I want to see.
It's very, it's amazing.
This one.
Okay, what do we got?
You gotta turn it up.
Do I have to? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, you gotta go back and look at it again. Wait.
What the? Okay.
Yeah, I saw that the other day. I saw this video.
He's the best.
Holy shit! It's a
Do not
describe
move,
describe what
Bobby.
it is.
Do not move. It's just it's this sweet little Down syndrome kid or guy, Bobby,
You can
and
never
they're
tell.
like, do not put those bottles together. And he
Well,
and
he
smashes them,
He
yeah.
smashes
It's
them
a
in the
kid.
pool.
He's going into
Like,
the
it's
pool.
dangerous, yeah.
Yes, and he
Yeah.
smashes 2 beer bottles to chug them.
Yeah.
But he gets broken glass all in the
Right,
pool.
and I saw that one, and I didn't send
What a
it to you because it's not funny.
Yeah.
At least the other ones, like they're trying to actually be funny. Do
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
it's almost empowering.
yeah,
in a way.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, and like, so I'm like against it now because it's a thing. It became a thing.
What's it
It's
called
like when
again?
you like
Drag?
an underground band,
Drag
and then
syndrome.
everybody likes them. You're like,
Fuck
that.
this.
Yeah.
Or like
So I'm out of that game, just so you know.
wow, you have to get a new one.
Wow.
We have plenty of stuff that we.
It was always funnier when they weren't empowered.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that. Do you remember?
But I feel like people are just making videos now because it's a thing, and they're being taken advantage of.
Do you
And I don't
remember
like that?
on Dark Matter the time? I think it's pretty sure it was Dark Matter when I had a Down syndrome cousin who passed away, and I made jokes about it.
Yeah.
And her sister hit me up. On
Yeah, I
Facebook.
remember this very well. Yeah.
I felt it was one of those moments where I'm like, oh shit, people listen to this. God damn it.
Yeah. I forget.
I'll
that
tell you the
people are
story
hearing
off
me
the air, Heidi,
sometimes
but
too.
it was rough. There's another time I was talking about jerking off a lot. The next day, my mom was like, I think I'm going to stop listening to your show. I was like, I didn't know you were in the first place. Please don't. Please don't listen.
I've told people like, don't listen to me on the radio.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, please don't.
If you care about me, if you respect me, don't listen to this.
Yeah. But I told you. I think I told it on Dark Matter. The horrible experience I had when I was in high school. I was in high school, and I was one of those kids who I just never had any money. So I was always like, "Hey, bro, lend me $1, buy me a burger, whatever," to my friends.
I got a system.
Yeah, I got a system. I know what it's like. That's why I know what it's like
That's what they
on the
say.
streets.
The people that we hate are a little bit of us.
So
It's a mirror.
I'm in line at McDonald's, and back then I don't even know. I haven't been into a McDonald's in like 20 some odd years, but they had the Ronald McDonald House. I don't know if they still have that. You know what I mean?
Heidi's not heard the story, so take your time. Neither has Darren here.
And there's
You put the money
It was
in.
a house. You put the money in this, and in this particular house, it was full of silver change and bills like stuffed in there. So I'm with my friends, and I go, fucking goddamn. I'm 16, maybe 15.
Wise ass little prick.
And I'm an asshole
Yeah,
of
yeah.
a person, and I know nothing about anything.
Basically, you're from New Yorker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm a full on little New York kid. I'm like, look at this fucking Ronald McDonald House. I got all this money for these fucking retards. I don't even have money to buy a burger. And I turn around, and there's a woman holding a retarded toddler in her arms.
A retardler?
A retardler, yeah. And I look at her, and she looks at me, and instead of being pissed at me, she looks at me with pity. Like, I feel so bad for you that you're that type of person. Like, you know what I mean?
So little.
And dude, yeah, that's how I felt. Like, you know, in
disappointed
the
in you.
Flintstones, when Fred gets small and goes, "Brrr," like, I felt like that. Like, And it's still to this day when I think about it, I go, "Whoa!"
And when
man."
Todd gets smaller, he's invisible.
yeah, you can't see me at all.
Completely invisible. He vaporized.
Yeah, no, and that.
Did you say anything to her, or you just kind of dealt?
I just
dealt
said
with the
I'm
misery?
sorry and walked out and just went outside and like was fucking all teary-eyed, hiding that from my friends because they would make fun of me. Yeah, it was terrible.
And was the kid old enough to know?
No,
no.
he was like 2, but he was obviously like he was severely
Down
retarded.
syndrome?
Yeah,
I was
no.
when I was in high school. We
he had Down syndrome or he was Asian. I can't remember.
one or the other. When I was in school, one of our close friends had really, really, really bad acne, like unbearably bad acne. And I was driving my car, and one of my friends next to me made a comment about like getting pizza. I was like, "Yeah, it looks like so and so's face." I forgot he was in the back seat of the fucking car.
Oh my god.
And no one said anything. I didn't say anything. I didn't ignore. Just let it go. He didn't say anything. No one did. And as soon as I said it, I was like, "No laugh." What
And
the-
he's like sitting at home.
Yeah.
He's sitting at home right now with like your picture on his mirror with
Oh,
a
he's not
bullseye on it.
He's no longer with us.
Okay. You made sure that never came back to him.
What happened to him?
Took his own life because of you.
Within a year of that happening.
Are you
Because of
serious?
No, I'm not serious. He's fine. He's a family. He's doing great.
Oh, good.
He's fine. He found some Oxy 10.
Do you know who I'm talking about?
oh my god, I used to love Oxy
Whisper it in the
little
mic.
white bottle. Remember that?
Yeah, it was so. What?
We were just.
Oh,
We were just
It
going
was-
down acne lane,
Yeah.
her and I.
that was rough, man.
There was I have another Ronald McDonald House story real
This is the one I
quick.
thought you were going to tell.
No, so
I think.
yeah. Well, there's a guy that I know. This wasn't me that did this. This is a guy that I know, who I don't even know if he's alive or dead now. But we're in line, and there's the house is pretty full on this day, and I'm like, what the fuck is this guy gonna do? Because I could see something brewing. In
You can
his
tell when
fucking-
your
yeah.
friends are about to do something dumb. Like it's like when someone's about to merge into your lane and you know they're going to do it.
Yeah.
You can tell that with your friends.
Yeah.
Like, he's about to do something dumb.
Yeah. So out of nowhere, he just fucking grabs it and pulls it off the thing and starts running. But there's a chain connected, like a steel chain connected to the
Because they're
counter.
not dumb.
Yeah.
Just feet up in the air.
People who put the house there themselves are not retarded. So they put a chain there, and he fucking starts running, and there's like enough slack on the chain.
So he got some speed
Got a
going.
little speed built up, like a good 5 healthy steps, like high school varsity athlete type steps. And the thing just slips out of his hand, and he fucking falls literally upside down on his head. And the house breaks open. And the best part about it is, just coincidentally, 2 cops just happen to be walking in. And it was like the easiest thing in the world for them. Like, they just looked at him,
Case closed.
cuffed him up, and just dragged him outside. And we were like, he's not with us. He's not with us.
Such a good visual.
2 Big Macs, please.
Here's a couple more bucks for the house.
That is so fucking
I will
funny.
never forget the
that's
visual on that.
That is so funny.
Plus, he has to say what he's in for.
Yeah.
Trying
what are
to
you-
rob Down syndrome kids from McDonald's.
Yeah. At least I just bitched about it. I didn't try and steal from
He's in
them.
the Ronald McDonald Big House. Oh shit! We should end
The
on that
Hamburglar.
note.
Yeah, right.
That's so fucking good.
So good.
My God,
My face
Heidi,
hurts.
where can people find the show?
No idea.
All right, been a pleasure having Todd back. Heidi, next week you're gonna be back to being lucky again. I feel like.
I feel like it. Yeah. I feel this is good. I laughed.
Yeah, you walked in tonight. I was like, oh, Heidi is she's different today.
Bro,
Really?
all she needs is a nose full of cum.
That's it. I mean, 2 dicks, 2 nostrils.
That's right.
You know,
Maybe that's why my teeth are numb.
from dried jizz.
I don't know.
You never know.
I don't know.
Todd, good to see you again.
Thank you for having me.
I was gonna say the
Please.
Patreon.com.
Yeah, do it.
I
mean,
Hashtag slash page patreon.com/rareform video.
that works. That works. We'll take it.
Rareform radio.
Flash video? The fuck's the matter with you?
Video.
We should get a Ronald McDonald house for Heidi.
I think I have Malaysia.
Wow, Micronesia can barely walk. All right, thank you guys for
sorry.
everything. You're forgiven.
This is Lola, and I'm here to tell the world to stop being such pussies and listen to Rare Form Radio.